So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking. Kane does well to get it back. Gusto is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, with the pace at his disposal, Peter, he'll be looking to get in behind the defence every chance he gets. I also like the way he uses his pace to press opponents from high up the pitch. A bit of a must in modern-day football, and he's good at it.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Rodriguez, Chomer, Ravasani, Rodriguez, Madrid are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Can he latch on to this? Madrid claim it back to much approval. Sadiq receives it in a good position here. Haaland. And Gusto. Kane. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Sadiq. He's in a great position here. Terrific effort! Goal! And we have liftoff! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Valencia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Gaia.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Sadiq, played out towards the right wing. Gonzalez.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Sadiq. Oh, no joy this time. Gonzalez. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Sadiq. Real chance! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Valencia are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rodriguez. Valencia are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's got away. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. And it's Gaia. Can he finish? finish! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That pass isn't the best. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. No outsmart. And it's made its way to him. Camavinga. Now it's Gonzalez. Rioja. Thierry Correa. Tarrega. Chomer. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rabasani. Sadiq. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Kane. Rodriguez. And Cesar Tarrega. Thierry Correa. And it's Rioja. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the referee has signalled for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Madrid really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And the pass is intercepted. That's good running with the ball. Good ball, good take. He's through here. Takes a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A case now of complete control. Well, that has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! And a neat finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid may be down, but not out just yet. Now it's Ramazani. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Courtois claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Ramazani. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Well, he's a spark, trying to light fires everywhere, so it's time to snuff him out.
It's played through for him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Duro to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Ramazani. And that was very necessary. That has been cut short. Haaland. Correa promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Guido Rodriguez. Ramazani. Ramazani was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ramazani. Ramazani venturing down the left. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Ramazani. Ramazani stood his ground strongly. Gonzalez. Fernandez, who's set up one goal so far. Here's Haaland, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Guido Rodriguez. Gonzalez. Kane. Oh, Red, nice interception. Gonzalez. Robertson. And here's Gonzalez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Chomer. Dimitrievski is there to clear. And he was quick to react. Robertson. And it's Rioja. Just eases him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Takes the shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Valencia are making a change now. Valencia clearly now in lead preservation mode. Diego Lopez. Valencia have a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Madrid are down to 10 men. Tarrega. Gaia. Passing nice and neat. Stood up well to him there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Chomer. And Cesar Tarrega. Danjuma.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Rodriguez. Now it's Lopez. Lopez. Foyt. And that will be the final act. Madrid came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end they're unable to lay claim even to a consolation prize. The end of the game. Reflections? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting under... And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Esposito! He will be livid with himself. Well, that pass isn't the best. Gonzalez. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Shot a goal! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now it's Hesse. And he's had it nicked away. Fernandez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Camavinga, played into space. That is ended up in no man's land. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a really well-measured ball.
That's
Pepe
going in strongly.
gives no quarter whatsoever. Referee has just said play on. Gusto. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. So we're still where we started right now. Gonzalez. Robertson. Now it's Haaland. And he was alert to it. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Francesco Esposito. That's put paid to the danger. And that was nowhere near his best. Knocks it into space, and he's managed to get free.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
Hesse. And it's made its way. He's having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Jose Rodriguez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This looks promising. Pass somewhat off. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Hesse. That's destined for the flank. Chance for a shot! It's in! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Marcó en el minuto 40 el dorsal 14.
Las Palmas are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Oh, great leap! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Robertson.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Madrid unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Goes looking wide. Shot could be on. He's got away. Hesse! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
They've played it short. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's in a great position here. Crosses it in. Well, there's the clearance. Fernandez with the clearance. Madrid still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Pepe proves too strong, too smart. Out of play for a goal kick. Camavinga, it's a pretty loose pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Some resolute defending there. That's a cute ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Your impression so far, Jim?
The atmosphere isn't great at this moment, Peter. The moans and groans from the crowd are quite audible now. Frustration's growing, and this can end up being a bit of a depressing cycle.
Robertson. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Spread out to the left. Gets a good foot in there. Searching pass he's played there. And this is Hesse. Just eases him off the ball. Esposito. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, a delicate chip through. Over to the right flank. Space for him to turn and look. Delivers the ball. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while. Miyashiro to come on. There's the header. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Miyashiro clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Looking for the run. It's gone for a throw-in. Can he get it through? It's a sweeping cross. And he can thump it away. Shoots! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Las Palmas are sitting pretty. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. Miyashiro. That's been slipped through.
Las Palmas are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone. Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift it would give would be huge, no matter what the end result is.
Haaland. Esposito. Robertson here. And the finish! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too.
And that has left him in a heap. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Miyashiro. Esposito. And it's Robertson. Now it's Camavinga, closing in on goal. And it's been taken short.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Miyashiro. Opts for safety. Las Palmas clearly now in lead preservation mode. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rudiger. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing, and they collect nothing for it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Can he finish? And he scores! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Biner. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, delightful ball. Now he's running away. Gonzalez! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
That'll be a throw-in. That's a sharp pass. Pressure coming in from all directions. That's a nicely weighted pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They've got to make this nice and quick. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That was well played, well stopped.
Cleared away. And he's been shifted off it. Well, now here's a good pass. And he shoots! Camavinga can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball, good take.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Biner gets flagged offside. Pepe. And it's Camavinga. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Fascioli. He's in a great position here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. That's a cute ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Biner. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Gonzalez. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely feet. Biner, who does have an assist to his name. It's a pretty loose pass. Rudiger. Half an hour played now. Robertson. Bonya cuts it out. Bina. And the counter is on. Camavinga. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Camavinga. Oh, no joy this time. And now they can clear their lines. Caresses it through. Great chance! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And it's Bina, played out to the left flank. Looking for options for movement. Out of play for a goal kick. Fernandez. Can he get it through? Almada. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, they can break here. Now that's well seen too. Bonya. Solot. It's a really well-measured ball. Belaid. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Just eases him off the ball. It's a throw-in. Now it's Mbappe. And that has been slung wide. Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. Real chance! And he's found the net! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that is all they have time for. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Madrid leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Belaid. That's destined for the flank. And Almada. Knocks it into space. Crosses it. Oh, great leap!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He might be in here! Now it's Mbappe. Pubil did well to stay calm there. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And here's Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Belaid. Bonya. It's a promising position. Fernandez. Fagioli. Great ball if he can get there. Pubil. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Spread to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Bonya providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Baina. And the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rudiger. Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Baina. Now it's Solot. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Fagioli. Oh, that's fabulous. Now who's going to be first to this? Aimed beyond the defence. Almada. And it's Baina. Oh, good spread. Belaid. It's a goal kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Pepe. Achimpong. Gonzalez. Played into space. Robertson receives it in a wide position. That is heaved it away. Opts for safety. Pepe, a picture of focus and alertness. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Fernandez plays it short.
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. Achimpong. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Gonzalez. Pepe. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe. Decent chance! And it's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So here comes a substitution. So the die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Wallop.
Well, this certainly makes the game a little more exciting as we near the conclusion.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's whipped it across. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Gusto. And the number on the board is 3. Oh, good read. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Mbappe gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Great vision. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Gonzalez. Mbappe. Madrid appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Plays a sharp little ball here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Camavinga. Gonzalez. That's Rudiger. And it's Camavinga. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely aimed pass. That has been slung wide. Oh, some astute defending there. Mbappe. Gusto. And it's Achiampong. Achiampong. Mbappe. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Ellie, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Gusto. Gusto. And he's whipped and tries a shot! Defending of the desperate variety. So what can they make of this? Oh no, that was never going to make it. Camavinga. It's a good spell, and he shoots! It's fallen kindly here. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Camavinga clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Gusto. And he's forced to go back. And it's Camavinga. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Gusto gets a cross in. He's there and gets it away.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, no joy this time. And that's a throw-in. It's a promising position. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A vicious ball here. Francesco Esposito providing an outlet on that flank. It's a goal kick. Gusto. Fernandez. Gusto. That's the end of the first 45. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Madrid certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Madrid are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. Look at the space. Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Fernandez. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Looking early. A header! Nearly, but not quite.
Gusto is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Camavinga, that's Rudiger, and it's Fernandez. Esposito, that's been cut out, well played. They've got a corner here. Fernandez plays it short. He slings it in, and out it comes again. He's in a great position here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Decent chance! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. as a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Robertson, chance here to counter. Robertson. That's really well cleared. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
That's really well manoeuvred.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Out towards the flank. Now this could be a chance, and it's played in here, and he knocks it clear. Rudiger. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Gonzalez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Can he finish? Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Shifted upfield, and here's Gonzalez. Francesco Esposito! Pepe calmly anticipates. That's good running with the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nice control. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shoots! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Fernandez. Fernandez. It's a really well-measured ball. Pepe gets over and intercepts. Camavinga. That's going wide left.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's destined for the flank. Lovely feet. Delivers the ball. Pepe tries to clear. He's going for goal! And the ball's come loose here. And that's that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Madrid certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Damos las gracias a nuestros espectadores por su asistencia al partido de hoy.
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him. Oh, he's been caught, and a header! He's delivered all right! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Bye. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Fernandez. Gusto. Robertson. And Gonzalez. He was under real pressure there. Gonzalez. That's a decent clearance. Crossed it again.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank.
Robertson clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now. Oviedo really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Distributed tidily. Nicely weighted ball. Brilliantly cut out. Haaland. Gusto. Robertson. This is a promising build-up. Camavinga. Bay. Lopez. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out to the left flank. Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here. Oh, good ball!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's picked his way through. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Esposito, given the lift of his goal, shoots! And that's a tidy finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
El dorsal 20.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Camavinga finding himself in space. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. And it's made its way to him.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And here's Gonzalez. Some really good ball movement. Oh, that is a good ball to find. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
A case now of complete control. And he's forced to go back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Madrid, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. We're on the move again. Pepe. Gonzalez. And it's Camavinga. And no, he's seen through all of that. Fernandez. Now this could be a chance. That's been cut out, well played. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fernandez wins the duel this time. Well, that pass isn't the best. Haaland. And it's Gusto. Esposito engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Gonzalez. Robertson. And it's Pepe. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's nice. Played out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. And he shoots! It's a goal! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Marcó en el minuto 60 el dorsal 7.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? He's a sharp little ball here. Can he latch on to this? Camavinga.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Haaland. Oviedo needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Bay. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Nice bit of trickery. He's having a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
Oviedo choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 10.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Robertson. To Pepe. Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. Space for him to turn and look. Pepe cannot be beaten that easily. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, some astute defending there.
Oviedo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's really well cleared. Knocks it into space. Has a look up, a decent chance! And that is quite wonderful! About as smooth as it gets! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. You run short of superlatives. That was extra special.
The execution here was absolutely awesome. They should be erecting a statue in his honour for that.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's an excellent interception. Courtois clears. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Searching pass he's played there. He's shifting through the... Gonzalez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
So we have further activity on the bench here. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Well, why complicate matters, Peter? You need a goal as quickly as possible, and it could very well work with him in the lineup.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions. Well, they shouldn't be done.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bay. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Gonzalez. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all. it.